everybody? This is Mike Davis, Edward Black. Welcome to my edition to WWE's Royal Rumble Pay-Per-View 2022, right here on PW Zone. Now, I'm doing this the morning of the Rumble tonight, and because I want to make sure I watch SmackDown, to make sure that there was anyone that surprised, like any more surprise they got revealed on SmackDown that it gonna be in the Rumble, and sure enough they did. Sasha Banks gonna be in the Rumble match after supposedly being hurt and gonna be out for 8 weeks, literally after weeks after the Rumble because we thought she wasn't gonna make it, but it turns out she's back, she's healed up, and she's gonna be in the Rumble, her second Rumble match, and Sonya Deville gonna be in it because she hates Naomi. But that's not the point, okay? The point is, this is WWE's biggest event of the year, and say what you will about WWE, most of the time they do deliver when they come to the Royal Rumble. Except the one that Roman Reigns won back in 2015, 2016, when they were in Philly. Yeah, that still goes down as one of the worst Rumble matches of all time. Don't believe me? Just watch all other YouTubers talk about how bad that Rumble match was. But we're not talking about 2015. We're talking about 2022. And that being said, let's get into my predictions for the 2022 Royal Rumble pay-per-view. The first match I want to talk about for the Royal Rumble is the mixed tag team match between Edge and Beth Phoenix versus Miz and Maryse. The Great Couple versus the Couple, as they promote it. Now I'm not gonna talk about this match too long because it's a mixed tag team match and it involves Miz and Maryse. The last time we saw a mixed tag team match that walked over to someone that we couldn't see, opposed to someone that we can't stand, and that ended up being a publicity stunt. So luckily for Edge and Beth Phoenix, they already married, they already had children, so we're not gonna worry about that. But I do like how Edge and Beth Phoenix, the celebration of Maryse's birthday, and destroying the security guards, two of those security guards, of them being the former boys of Darwin Castle. So that was funny. But regardless who win this match, I gotta go with Edge and Beth Phoenix, the Great Couple. We're most likely gonna see another match between Edge and Miz down the road. Hopefully it's at Fastlane or Eliminated Chamber. I don't want to see this match again at WrestleMania because I think Edge deserves a big match at WrestleMania, my honest opinion. But yeah, the Great Couple overthrown. Next match I'm going to talk about is the Raw Women's Championship match between Big Time Becky Lynch versus Piper Niven, Don't Call Her Doudrop. And this is a very interesting matchup because this is the first time we've seen Piper Niven in a championship match, and Piper Niven is one of the very underrated wrestler. Yeah, she's plus size, but let's face it, out of all half of the women on the roster, she looks better than any of those women right now. I'm just saying. You have a problem with plus size women, that's your fault because she's beautiful and she also badass. She can kick some ass, and I'm glad she's in a position against Becky Lynch of all people. Becky Lynch, she's been killing it. I know she's been cringeworthy as ever with this big time Bex gimmick, walking around with ridiculous outfits like you're not your husband, okay? Leave that to your husband, Seth Rollins, because what he's doing with his heel gimmick is way better than what you're doing right now with your heel gimmick. But as much as I love Piper Niven, Don't Call Her Doudrop, I do not think she'll win this match over Becky Lynch because let's face it, Becky Lynch is gonna be. They wanted Becky Lynch to have a big match at WrestleMania for that Women's Championship. So, who gonna be bigger? Who gonna be a big opponent for Becky Lynch? Well, let's save that to when I put up my winner of the Women's Royal Rumble, because the person that I got picked might face Becky Lynch at WrestleMania 38 for that World Championship. So, Piper, I love you, but I gotta go for Big Time Bex to retain the World Championship at the Royal Rumble. Now I'm trying to talk about a match that It's been built up and been fancy booked for over 20 years. The first time these two will ever meet is on the ring or in the octagon. Of course, I'm talking about the Beast, Brock Lesnar, defending the WWE Championship against the almighty Bobby Lashley. And right off the bat, I gotta say, this build-up stunk. There's no way to put it. No other way to put it. The way they built this match sucked ass. And I didn't expect them to go out and have countless of brawls to lead up to this match. I mean, I'm glad they didn't like, you know, came to blows. But like, why do we had Bobby Lashley get schooled to get embarrassed by Brock Lesnar on the microphone? Like, we know, yeah, Bobby Lashley's not the great talker, but he was a good talker when he was in Empire Wrestling. The fact that they mentioned Mickie James being Knockouts World Champion, but they didn't mention the fact that Bobby Lashley went to Empire Wrestling TNA to win every championship that they had, and especially the World Championship. But no, they say, oh, he loved to go MMA, and he would end up being missing for a while, and he came back. I mean, I get it. You can mention the UFC and Brock Lesnar's background, but you can't mention the fact that Bobby Lashley was in Impact Wrestling dominating. Wow, it was ridiculous, and I get it. Bobby Lashley walking around act like he doesn't think Bobby Lashley can beat him. He thinks he's beneath him. He's not on his level. But this is the same Bobby Lashley that completely, almost destroy you. He did destroy you at day one. Spear you through a barricade, spear in the middle of the ring, almost have you not tapped out, or passed out, hurt lock. This guy had your number at day one. So I don't think you can walk around here and act like you the man, knowing that Bobby Lashley damn near school your ass at day one. You pinned Big E when doing that championship. You didn't pin Bobby Lashley. So you gotta go out there and you got something to prove, Brock Lesnar, not Bobby Lashley. So the way they can make this up is to have a good old fashioned slobber knocker, as they always say. Have big meaty man slapping meat and just have these guys kill each other to the point that Brock Lesnar will walk out as still the WWE champion and walk into WrestleMania to face Roman Reigns for either the Universal Championship and the WWE Championship, or just the WWE Championship. Because either way, we are going to see Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns again for some gold. Don't know what kind of gold we gotta have. Gotta be one belt or both belts. Doesn't matter. All I know is Brock Lesnar gotta retain the title, but it's not gonna be easy. That's all I gotta say about that. Brock Lesnar has been dominating, no pun intended, for the last couple of years. As US champion, WWE champion, doesn't matter. I do see Brock Lesnar being this close for winning the WWE championship against Brock Lesnar, but end up coming out short. So my pick is gonna be Brock Lesnar, but it's not gonna be a walk in the park, easy 5-10 minutes. This is gonna be about 15, almost 20 minutes of a fight between two of the baddest dudes in wrestling of all time, in my opinion. But Brock Lesnar was strong. He walking into WrestleMania 38 at WWE champion. Now I talk about the final championship match at the Rumble. That is the match that could probably be the match of the night for both match quality and storytelling. And that is the Tribal Chief, the head of the table, Roman Reigns versus Seth freaking Rollins for the Universal Championship. And we all know the deal. I'm not gonna go read you the full resume, the full history lesson of why these two hate each other, at least right now. But I am gonna go by just a little bit of why this match is so important for Roman Reigns. Not much for Seth Rollins, because he done a lot in the WWE, but it's more important for the for Roman Reigns than Rollins. Here's why. Seth Rollins was the one that cashed in the Money in the Bank briefcase on Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 31, known as the heist of the century. Seth Rollins was the one that came back after a torn ACL and defeated Roman Reigns for WWE Championship and Money in the Bank. And that was just the same night at when Rollins, Reigns, and Ambrose all became WWE champion at one point during that night. But more importantly, Rollins was the one that struck Roman Reigns with a steel chair to the back, breaking up the Shield. And that's the one thing that pisses Roman Reigns off the most. He said on SmackDown, even though he said that he would never forgive him. Well, look at 2017, 2018, 2019. They're better to differ, but that's not the point. The point is, it brings up a point that I made a minute ago. Roman Reigns has not defeated Seth Rollins in any capacity. Doesn't matter how dominant Roman Reigns has been for the past couple of years, past year and a half. Doesn't matter, he broke the record of most days as a Universal Champion, held the championship for over 500 days, running through all the challengers he has fought for that Universal Championship, including his own cousin. He had not defeated Seth Rollins in any capacity. And like Seth Rollins said a couple times, there are three things in life that are certain: death, taxes, and Seth Rollins beats Roman Reigns every single time. And part of me wanted to see Roman Reigns finally beat him, so he could say that he has beaten both Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins, his former Steel brothers. But the way they are booking WrestleMania, the way it look like, they might have Rollins defeat Roman Reigns here. And the reason why, because as much as people want to see a title for a time match, myself included, I don't think they're gonna do that at WrestleMania. Because if they do end up having that match, what that lead to the Royal Rumble winner? So the best question: who's to win this match more? I don't think whoever loses this match is not gonna hurt them at all. Not gonna hurt Seth Rollins. It's certainly not gonna hurt Roman Reigns. So who you go with? My heart says Roman Reigns, but my mind says Seth Rollins. And if we have Seth Rollins win the Universal Championship, not only gotta have him take that back to Raw, you gotta have the championship turn back to red. You know, I prefer the blue Universal Championship over the red one. You also gotta have a slight build up to a potential match between Seth Rollins versus Kevin Owens for the Universal Championship. And as you know, they currently have this bromance going on right now. And given Kevin Owens' history of turning on his friends, it might be interesting to see. It's gonna be interesting to see if they're gonna pull the trigger on Rollins versus Owens for your Championship. And honestly, I don't mind seeing having that match again in front of a crowd. Because a lot of time you had that match at WrestleMania, it was in the NDPC. So if they do have that match again, this time being for the U.S. Championship, that'd be very interesting to see, and it'd be great to see that happen from a live crowd. So as far as who wins here, I wanted Roman Reigns to win, but I think Roman's gonna take the title and send it back to take it back to Raw, and we gotta have Lesnar versus Reigns for the WWE Championship, and potentially Kevin Owens versus Seth Rollins for the Universal Championship. And yeah, hopefully I'm wrong, but hey, and then it happening in WWE, I guess. And now it's time for the main event. Time to talk about the Royal Rumble matches, the men's and women's. And before you guys ask, I know there's a lot of talk on social media that they should have the women's Royal Rumble be the main event of the show, and I gotta say, I gotta agree, because there's been more build up to the women's Royal Rumble than the men's. And like, yeah, the only thing we heard anything major about the men's is, like, as far as injury goes, is that Johnny Knoxville is gonna be in it. That's it. Like, I don't think anyone's gonna give a shit about Jackass being in a one match, in my opinion. So, if it was up to me, I would have the women's match be the main event because they have more star power. They got Charlotte Flair being in a women's match. They doing the whole Barletta route, having her as champion being in the match. The doubt not aligned, but they gotta be going that route, and yeah, she most likely gonna be the first one to be entering the match. If she's not, then what the fuck are we doing here? But we got Charlotte Flair, we got Sasha Banks, we got Shayna Baszler, she's gonna be coming back. We got Lita coming back. We got the Bella Twins coming back. We got Mickey freaking James, the Knockout World Champion, coming back. Like the Pandora's wheel over here. The Western multiverse is getting out of hand here. Having her be part of it. Of course, we got Michelle McCool, Shayna Baszler, like everybody. There's more star power in the women's match than the men's match, in my opinion. Sure, you got Big E, you got Kevin Owens, you got AJ Styles, Randy Orton. Of course, he got to be in there because it's his hometown. Of course, Johnny Knoxville. I mean, we know those guys gotta be in it, but you gotta have the women main event, the match, the Royal Rumble match. Had their match be the main event. But talking about the Royal Rumble match, the men's match, man, I've been thinking about this for a while, and I don't know who should win this match. I mean, I like how we don't hear anything who gonna be winning the match ahead of time, because this is what we need to happen more often. Not knowing who the hell is gonna win any one match. Let it be a surprise. Have people guessing, and it was up to me. The men's Royal Rumble winner will probably most likely be between AJ Styles and Kevin Owens. And right now I lean towards Kevin Owens to win the women's match. And here's why. Just like I said before in the talk about the Reigns and Rollins match, you got how Rollins win the Universal Championship. More than likely, you got how Kevin Owens win the Royal Rumble, or in some way, shape, or form challenge for the Universal Championship, or any championship that Rollins is holding. Because you gotta be interested to see how that goes if Kevin Owens win the Royal Rumble and Rollins is the Universal Champion. We gotta see a turn coming from Kevin Owens. I mean, that's his MO. We've seen him done countless of time. We've seen him done to Sami Zayn when he first came in NXT, and we saw him done in WWE when he turned on Chris Jericho. So we're not surprised to me if they have Kevin Owens turn on Seth Rollins and have Seth Rollins be the face coming into WrestleMania versus the heel Kevin Owens. And if that's the case, then they have Kevin Owens win the Royal Rumble match, because I don't see anyone else. I can't think of anyone else that can win the Royal Rumble match for the men's. I'm not picking Johnny Knoxville. That's a no for me, dog. I'm not picking Johnny Knoxville. We most likely gonna see Johnny Knoxville eliminate Sami Zayn, and we're probably gonna see a match between Johnny Knoxville and Sami Zayn at WrestleMania. Like, this is what they do. They have a celebrity come in, have a beef with a superstar, and most likely have a match at WrestleMania. They've been doing this more often than you think. They just did last year with Bad Bunny. You know, I didn't mind Bad Bunny, but you get my drift. So I picking Kevin Owens to win the men's Royal Rumble. As far as the women goes, I did say I would think about picking Sasha Banks to win this match. But if we gotta have Becky Lynch retain the Royal Rumble Championship, and there's rumors of a rowdy individual possibly coming back and during the woman match, why will you pick Ronda Rousey to be the winner of the women's Royal Rumble match? Why wouldn't you? I mean, listen, if Ronda Rousey does not does win this match, if she does come back and win this match, I'm not gonna be mad. I'm not gonna be pissed off of all hell, because we've been wanting to see this match between Becky Lynch versus Ronda Rousey since Survivor Series 2018, and we didn't get that because of a dumbass named Nia Jax decided to break the nose of Becky Lynch, and we got bits and pieces of it at WrestleMania 35, but it wasn't good enough. Yeah, we had a selfish spoiler brat named Charlotte Flair in that match, and don't almost ruin the whole freaking vibe. So, if Ronda Rousey does come back, she needs to win the Royal Rumble match and challenge Becky Lynch for the Royal Rumble Championship. Or you can go with the Sasha Banks route, the Drew McIntyre route, having Sasha Banks get in the face of Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair over here dominated everybody, throwing everybody in the over top rope, like Brock Lesnar did last year. Oh no, in 2020, and have Sasha Banks come in and be the one to eliminate Flair, and she end up winning the Royal Rumble. She chooses Flair to face at WrestleMania 38 for the SmackDown Women's Championship, and have Sasha Banks win. Simple as that. So, when it comes to who's to win the Women's Royal Rumble, I pick it. I either gonna be Ronda Rousey, Sasha Banks, and my dark horse, Mickie James. Yeah, that's my dark horse. My dark horse is Mickie James. Someone who's not even signed to the company. Mickie James, a knockout champion. Because, again, like I said before, I don't care if she's in the match for 30 seconds or 30 minutes. I'm glad she's in the woman match. Sure, it's petty, and it's kind of like, trying to say I'm WWE trying to say I'm sorry to Mickie James. Yeah, I mean, but listen, Mickie James in the match. I'm happy. She gonna be in the match. I'm happy she gonna be walking out with the knockout championship with Hardcore Country, and I'm happy for her. And if she does win the championship, if she does win the World Rumble match, they're gonna be interested to see what happens. Because she said on Impact this past Thursday, she gonna be walking into WrestleMania knockout champion, and she wants a title for title match. I don't know how that's gonna go, but if that does happen, it'll be interesting to see where that goes from there. But if she doesn't win, I'm not be upset. If she's good, the fact that she's gonna be in the match is good enough for me. But I would not be mad, or I'm not be mad if she does win the whole thing. But my two picks of who should win the Royal Rumble match for the men: Kevin Owens or AJ Styles. For the women, Ronda Rousey or Sasha Banks. With Mickie James as my dark horse of winning it. So that's my thoughts. That's my predictions of the Royal Rumble. Let me know down below who you think of in the Rumble match. Who could be walking out champion, Universal champion, WWE champion, Women champion. Who you pick? Who you got? Let me know down below in the comments. Make sure to like the video, subscribe, tap that bell on the YouTube app to miss any of my videos. I know there's people that not getting notified of my videos and other people's videos. Please check the your notifications and make sure you see my videos pop up, because YouTube is being assholes right now. I know I'm not specifically seeing it on YouTube, but fuck it, they act like assholes right now. And please make sure you check out all my past videos and check out all the other stuff from the previous zone. And thank you. By the time I'm recording this right now, I just hit 800 subscribers on YouTube. I would say thank you for everybody that's been tuning in, watching my videos, and I appreciate the hell out of y'all. So, thank you. With that being said, I'm Michael Davis, Black. I'm out.